What's up, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show, man. I am here live, guys, and we are doing it right now. You know, all they doing is showing the crowd. Got this thing pretty much darkened out, showing the lights and everything. So, hey, man, here live to rock this thing out. And hopefully, I think it's live tonight. And we know tomorrow we have a premium event. So, guys, I'll be waiting on Christopher Burton. Me and him, we have pretty much haven't been on since Monday Night Raw. But, hey, I am on tonight. Christopher Burton should be in a little while. He said he will be late tonight. So, guys, hey, let's rock on till we see meet up with Mr. Burton, hopefully a little bit later on tonight. But right now, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Right now, man, we starting off a little bit earlier. I was on a little bit earlier talking about WCW, who killed WCW, having a review of that, and I was talking about the history of WCW, and pretty much I was outside. I was in my car while I was doing it. It got hot. My phone got hot, and it just basically overheated. My iPhone overheated, and it killed the stream, man. So I'm sorry about that. If you guys was on the stream a little bit earlier and you saw that, but hey, man, I will end up going back to review that and talk about the history of WCW. Very passionate about that. I will go back and talk about they have a part 2 to that and finish that thing up. But right now, man, we're doing a SmackDown thing. See what goes on for SmackDown tonight, man. Goes on tonight before Clash of the Castle tomorrow, guys. Clash at the Castle, or is it Clash at the Castle tomorrow. So that right there will be, something that we all want to sit down and check out. But let's see how everything plays out tonight, man, heading into that show tomorrow. Now I will get on live in just a little bit. I definitely would do that. But right now, man, right now, I'm gonna have to go ahead and stick it out and be audio right now. Trying to figure out my phone, what's going on with that. All right, Piper Niven.
You, my friends, are so lucky because you get to witness not one, but 2 crushing defeats this weekend. One will be tonight when, there you are.
All right, Naomi's in the ring. We haven't seen her in a while. AJ, what's up? All right, so that's Chelsea Green coming out with Piper Niven. AJ Scales, hey, Harry, Friday Night Smackdown is live tonight in Scotland. Plus, entering the ring tonight, the Women's Smackdown champion, Barely, and Naomi versus Chelsea Green tonight. Okay. All right, my man Scott Pierce in the house. Don't forget to mention CMWE Homecoming Summer Madness. No problem with that, Scott. Definitely. All right, my man Magnum says, greetings, Harry, in the Straight Up Wrestling universe. Let's get down for some SmackDown. No doubt about that, Mag. No doubt. All right, guys, like I said, I will be coming on live, man, pretty much. I'm going to set that thing up in just a little bit. But, yeah, I'm trying to get my phone straightened out, man, but this thing is pretty much messed up. I can't even get into my apps on my phone. I'm just going to have to let it die, and hopefully I can get it back up. It's just crazy. But, yeah, Mag, you was on earlier, and my phone, like I said, my phone just up and died. I was in the car, and I had a pretty good podcast going on. I was enjoying myself, and the thing just died out there in that heat, overheated, and my phone is still pretty much down for right now. And, I come home trying to work on it a little bit. But, hey, it is what it is. Right now, man, I'm on my iPad, and we are watching this. I'm going to pretty much set up on my computer in just a little bit on my laptop, and then we'll go from there, brothers. So Naomi versus Chelsea Green, guys. Let's see how this thing goes down. Naomi should win this match. Oh, nice slide right there from Naomi. Man, kick back to the stomach right there. Scott Green, glad you are back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Scott, not Scott Green, Scott Pierce. What am I talking about? I got a friend, one of my best friends named Scott Green. Sorry about that, Scott. Man, Naomi is a wow. All right, Naomi with that split. With that split splash. AJ says plus Harry on Friday Night Smackdown, WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes and his opponent AJ Styles is in the building tonight. Okay, Charity's in the house. What's up, 20th Charity? Master CSX 2024 says, hey, Charity, glad that you came in earlier. Sorry I wasn't on, man. But yeah, my phone died on me. All right, Max says, yeah, I was listening to you earlier and it just stopped. Hope everything works out okay. I hope so too, Max. If not, man, I'll just go ahead and upgrade. Just go ahead and upgrade. I'm eligible for an upgrade. Just didn't want to pay for a new iPhone. But hey, it's time for one anyway. But everything should be cool. Ray Underwood said, hello, Harry and Straight Up Wrestling family. What's up, Ray? What's going on, Ray? Like I said, man, hopefully Christopher Burton will be in with us in just a little bit. I had to call him, guys, and tell him to turn it off. But I had to call Siri. Siri had to dial for me because I could not bring up my app to dial the phone. It wouldn't dial the phone. So I had to call Siri. I said, Siri, call. And luckily, Siri did call Chris. And Chris ended up answering the phone. Yeah, my phone, right, like I say, right now, man, it's bringing up Siri right now. But I guess because I said the name, and Siri just popped up on my phone. There it is again. Let me stop that. See, I can't even turn off my phone, guys. That's what's so frustrating about it. I can't even turn it off. Flat out crazy, guys. But hopefully we have a great SmackDown tonight, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. And I know you guys out here looking forward to it too. Straight up. And I don't see my girl Kristen Adams on yet tonight, guys. But Kristen Adams, her husband did well in the hospital, guys. Thanks for all your prayers. He came out, man, with a clean bill of health. So hey, Straight Up Wrestling Show. Appreciate everybody, man, that joined in and pretty much. Hey, there she go. Kristen Adams says, hey, Straight Up Wrestling fam, Straight Up fam. How you doing, Kristen? But yeah, Kristen's husband came out of that pretty good, guys. So definitely appreciate it. Once again, appreciate everybody's prayers on Christian's behalf. And appreciate everybody, man, coming in, keeping Christian's husband in your thoughts and prayers and the whole family. Straight up. All right, guys. Wow. But yeah, like I said, hopefully Chris will be on in just a little bit. I'll go ahead and start setting up. I'm about to go ahead and start setting up my laptop here in just a little bit, and you guys will see me face to face, guys. Right now, I'm looking at my TV behind me, my TV that's up on the dresser in here, my old dresser. So I'm looking at that, but I'm going to be looking at the other TV, and I'll be looking straight forward to that, and I'll be talking to you guys. Black Rain 7920 says, yo, what's up, Black Rain 7920? Glad that you're in the house. But guys, I definitely got to get back to that Who Killed WCW thing, which I had a little bit earlier. That thing was, man, I was on the road there, talking about the whole history of it, pretty much, and how WCW pretty much I was talking about the background of it. The background of it, the foundation of it came from Jim Crockett Promotions all the way back to the old Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling days and Georgia Championship Wrestling, along with everything else that he swallowed up, man. Jim Crockett, when he bought the rest of the NWA territories that lasted, was able to survive a little while, and he pretty much bought up the rest of the territories and made it, WCW, NWA, WCW. And then it became WCW completely when Ted Turner bought it, you know, after a while, they ended up dropping NWA from, you know, WCW, and it just became WCW. So I definitely want to get back and talking about that. Man, Naomi better win this match, guys. Straight up. Straight up. We got to have Naomi taking this win, guys. She don't take this win, we all need to call, though. We all need to call Triple H and protest, because it wouldn't make sense for Chelsea Green to beat Naomi. No ands, ands, or buts about that. Goodness sake, man. I'm done screwing up here. Man, she was waiting for that, wasn't she? Chelsea was just waiting for that. She got what was coming to her. Oh, nice, nice, Naomi. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, good kick out right there by Chelsea. Yeah, Scott. The Crockett's, man, is something special. And David Crockett's trying to start a thing back. But, you know, he wanted Tony Schiavone to work with him, but Tony Schiavone decided to stay with Tony Khan. They was going to bring it back, man, after, you know, the Ric Flair thing. When they had the Ric Flair Memorial or whatever, the Ric Flair, that last match, and David Crockett was talking to Schiavone, and he was basically trying to get him then. Next thing you know, Tony Khan, 2 days later, he gives Tony Schiavone like 3 different promotions to keep it. But I wish Tony Schiavone would have turned that down and went ahead and worked with Crockett, man, because Tony Schiavone used to produce Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. He used to produce all those early shows, those NWA Jim Crockett shows. He used to produce them. He knows how it works. Tony Schiavone, man, he knows his stuff. Straight up, man, straight up. You talking about somebody, man, that knows how to run wrestling, a wrestling company? That's Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone used to set up everything for WCW, even the booking, man. He was pretty much in charge of that, making sure everything rolled right with that. All right, nice win for Naomi, guys. I give that 2 stars. Barely, guys. I had it at a 1.8, so I give that 2 stars, guys. Let's see what happens here. All right, okay, so we got Becky out there, man. She has Naomi's back, so that's cool. I thought that was Becky that was out there. I wasn't sure. I'm not Becky, but Bailey's out there. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything set with my laptop and everything, and goodness. All right, guys, I'll get this thing set up here in just a moment. What in the world? What in the world? Did I not see this last Friday or something? No, I think we missed it last Friday. Wow. Definitely think we missed it last Friday, man. Because I am shocked. Okay, Baron Corbin? So it looks like they pulling some people out of doggone catering, guys. Okay, Scott Pierce said I was trying to mention Don Cornado earlier when you went offline. Okay, Don Cornado, man, rest in peace to Don Cornado. Yes, he was great. Him and Sergeant Slaughter and him and Private Jim Nelson, they was great as a tag team in Mid Atlantic, man, in the NWA, old Jim Crockett Promotions. Yes, sir, Scott.
He must be okay. I mean, he's a tough guy. And I heard his arm is good to go, right? He is good to go. In fact, he's clear to compete. We'll see how long that lasts. Because I'm feeling generous. I'm going to do you a favor. You know, for messing up your show. You tell Paul tonight he's facing me.
All right, man. So Apollo Crews, I guess he'll be wrestling tonight. I hadn't seen him in a while. That just shocks me right there. It really does. I'm a girl. Christian Adams says he's resting up and feeling better. Still got a little shortness of breath and getting his new meds balanced out. Thanks everyone for the prayers. No problem, Christian. Glad to hear that. Definitely glad to hear the progress of your husband. Straight up. All right, Black Rain 7920. I saw a comment from Ric Flair. He blamed Jim, Eric, and Vince. Okay. Oh, talking about Jim Hurd, Eric, and Vince. Vince? I know you're talking about Vince. You're talking about Vince Russo. Okay, yes. But yeah. When it boils down to it, I mean, he's pretty much on the money. Scott Pierce. I always liked the Crockett's. Yeah, man, you talking about some great people. And people that knew wrestling was the Crockett's. Jim Crockett, I wish he was a better businessman. Like he said, he even admitted that he wished he was a better businessman because if it was his father, that thing never would have went out of business. But, hey, he didn't really know. He ended up having a whole bunch of money that was built up from his dad and his dad left him that company, and it had, it was $1 million company when he took over, and he even made it even more profitable. But Dusty Rhodes, he wanted to keep over Vince McMahon. That was a big mistake. Jim Crockett, that was a big mistake for him to pretty much buy that time slot when it boils down to it. I could see him buying it, but when he bought that time slot, that Georgia time slot from Vince McMahon used that to fund the first WrestleMania. That right there just changed everything around. All right, my man Chris LeClaire says Bayley is not losing on her birthday tomorrow. No, I don't think so either, Chris LeClaire. I say Bayley will win tomorrow, straight up. All right. Scott Pierce says straight up. Magnum says good match for Naomi. Knew she was going to win, but it's always nice to see Chelsea Green 2, 1.5, maybe 2 stars. Yeah, barely 2 stars, Mag. All right, Scott Pierce says Corbin. 20th Charity Kindmaster CSX 2024. I wish I had StreamYard or I could talk to Harry Glasses. Oh my God. Dama Zato, Dope, and Cali fan. Okay. AJ Skills, hey Harry, at WWE Cast per pay-per-view, I guess. WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley will defend her championship against her opponent Piper, plus WWE Challenger Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the WWE. Hey, yeah, it's going to be a great match, man, for that WWE Championship. All right, Scott Pierce says, why Corbin? Well, man, hey, Corbin deserves a chance. He really do. Matt says, glad to hear your man is doing okay, Christian. I'm pretty sure she's happy. She appreciates that, Matt. All right, my girl Alma Clark is in the house. What's up, Harry? How you doing this evening? I'm doing pretty good. Resting up some. Been cleaning and packing up stuff, doing laundry too. Had to rest my knees. Arthritis is kicking my rear end. B90. I understand, Alma. Yeah, take it easy. Do what you can do, but definitely take it easy. Scott Pierce says, yes. Alma Clark, sorry I'm coming in late. My internet is acting up again. B90. That's okay, Alma. Glad that you in. Rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling family. All right, man. And hey, for all you guys out here on Facebook and everybody in the upstate of South Carolina, Western North Carolina, anywhere close to South Carolina, hey, on the edge of Georgia, right there at the border or whatever, hey, CMW, the show that I booked for that Chris and I was involved with, man, we are having a show. Lawrence County, South Carolina, Lawrence State Park. Guys, come on out. That's June 22nd. June 22nd, we will be having a show. CMW, man, the show will be starting at 6 o'clock. So, guys, we'll be rocking that thing out on June the 22nd. Definitely come out, check us out, man. If you're in the upstate of South Carolina, western North Carolina, anywhere near, man, it's going to be at Lawrence. It's going to be Lawrence County Park. We're going to be rocking that thing out. All right, Chris LeClaire says Bayley is going to defend her WWE Women's Championship on her birthday tomorrow. Yes, she is, Chris. Yes, she is, man. Should be a great match. But I see her walking away with that title. But Piper Niven, if they let Piper Niven do what she can do, hey, Piper Niven is going to put on a show with Bayley. And we know Bayley can put on a show too. But Piper Niven is very talented. And I know Christopher Burton can't wait to see that. Yes, sir, Scott Pierce, CMW. Yes, Carolina Main Event Wrestling. And right now it's Carolina Main Event Evolution, Carolina Main Event Wrestling Evolution, guys. And that right there is basically going to Carolina Main Event Wrestling, guys. CMW, that right there going forward. And I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. But Scott Pierce, the general manager, will be going forward. And I pretty much, Scott Pierce will be the associate. He will be, what I have him as, associate vice president, Scott Pierce. So, Scott Pierce, man, appreciate you coming on. And, man, hey, Scott, we will rock this thing out June the 22nd. All right, Braden, my man Braden is in the house. Braden Wrestling Opinion says, hey, guys, what's going on? Braden Chris LeClaire says Germany defeated Scotland in soccer 5-1. Okay, congratulations to Germany. And I'm pretty sure, man, hey, Scotland was pretty much putting in some work because they play some great soccer there, too. But Germany, man, ended up getting the win. But, yeah, once again, guys, appreciate each and everybody coming in right now, rocking with me. And if you're on Facebook, hit that like, share, join. If you're on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, ding, 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 so you know when we're on like times like these. And if you're on Twitch, you do the same thing that you do over here on YouTube. If you're on X, formerly known as Twitter, that like, share, tweet, and retweet, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show tonight. And, man, all right, we got Grayson Waller out here. A-Town down. Austin Theory, man. You talking about a talented guy. I know a lot of people don't like him. He hasn't got over with the fans yet. But that guy is super talented, guys. Straight up. Grayson Waller is not bad either. Pretty good talent, too. These guys are two of the guys who are the future, who's going to be leading wrestling into the future. So, I mean, you have to check them out. If you're a wrestling fan, you have to check them out. You got to give them their props, man. Straight up. Both of these guys coming out, man. Let me see what we got here. And that thing is packed out over there in Scotland. Well, I like that arena. I like the setup, guys. Oh, heck no. Oh, snap. That's very disrespectful. All right, DIY. AJ Scales, hey, Harry, at WWE Castle pay-per-view SmackDown Women's Champion. Bayley will defend her championship against her challenger, Piper, plus WWE challenger Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, heavyweight championship. Okay, cool. Wow. I can't even turn off my doggone phone, guys. It's messed up. I'm going to have to wait till this thing just die. All right, guys. I'm going to try to go ahead and set up on my other television here, guys. I want to keep on using my iPad though. Definitely want to do that. Man, these guys are just rambling on, guys. Straight up, man. Wow. Scotland crowd of crazy bastards. Wow. Man, I have got to doggone. I've got to hook up my doggone. I haven't even pulled out my doggone microphone. That mic that I bought, that Zeddy's. I have not even pulled that out, guys. Flat out crazy. I'm going to do it tonight, I can tell you that. I'll get off this show. So I can use it tomorrow. I will hook up my. I'm gonna hook up hook up my laptop, hook that up, and pretty much test it and everything. So you guys probably gonna hear me louder than what you hear me now. All right, Alma says I found out I have osteoporosis, arthritis. Okay, in both knees. And bone spurs in my left knee. Glad your husband is doing okay. Been praying for y'all. All right, Alma. She's sending that out to you, Christian and David. All right. Black Rain 7920. What are they doing? Acting like it's friction between the champs? That's what they're doing. Scott Pierce, I believe Austin will turn on Grayson. That could happen, Scott. That could happen. Alma Carr says, look like I'm stealing lunch money tonight from these two fools, B90. I hear you, Alma. Oh, gosh, man. I just can't get Johnny Gargano. It's not that he can't wrestle. You know, I will give him credit for that. He is a good wrestler. But on this level, I don't know. I'm not going to say he's too small or anything like that. Oh, gosh, man. Wow, Grayson Waller nailed him. Oh, Tommaso Ciampa, man. Wow. Oh, nice super kick right there from Johnny Gargano. He just now got hit with a nice jumping knee lift, guys. Woo! Ciampa just came hit a running knee lift himself. I just don't know, man. This right here was just chaotic. I don't really get it. I mean, I can understand that they're trying to build this thing up for the match tomorrow. But, you know, when it boils down to it, was it really necessary? Was it really necessary? Oh, gosh, man. Wow. You can get more people in the back. You can get more people that's back there catering. Get them a chance to get on TV. And it'd be great to do that while they over in Scotland. Straight up. Straight up. Give a little bit more opportunities. That right there, if you ask me, was not really needed. And I'm pretty sure they expected it to go a little bit better than what it did. But it did pretty good, man. I think everything right now is pretty much pleasing the crowd over in Scotland. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I got to roll with it. Okay. Black Rain 7920 says, Harry, I heard they bringing another Haku-san into WWE. Okay, man. Wow. Thank you, Black Rain 7920. I hadn't heard that, but yeah, that's going to be interesting. Very interesting they do that. All right, Street Profits. That was Kevin Owens. I thought that was B Fab, man. Girl, say that definitely wasn't no Bianca Belair. I'm like, who is that? Wow, man, wow. Shocked to see her with doggone Dawkins and the other dude. Dawkins and Ford. Man, why in the world I forget his name all the time? Ford, man. All right, man. Here comes Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar. All right, guys. Let me almost drop my laptop, man. That's not good. Had it up above my head. It's not good. I don't want to drop my doggone laptop, man. I can't be doing that. Can't be doing that, cat dog. I can't be doing that. Let me get this thing set up, guys. So I can come on live, man. I told you, I promise y'all that I'll do that. Johnny Beans is in the house. Johnny Bean. Harry, you watching Rampage? Laugh out loud. Rampage, I forgot about that, man. I forgot about that, Johnny Beans. Johnny Beans, and did you enjoy Dynamite? I did not watch Dynamite, bro. Did not, brother. I didn't watch Dynamite. I didn't watch NXT. Her NXT was pretty good. I'm going to have to go back and watch both of those. And Dynamite, I know it dropped to 688,000. What happened there, guys? And hopefully that they're not blaming the basketball game. Man, it just shocks me. Even with, they didn't supposed to drop down to that number. Not with MJF being back. I didn't suspect it to happen that quick, but it did. So, wow, guys. Not good. Not good at all. Straight up. All right, my man. All right. Scott Pierce says, when Chris coming on? Hopefully he'll be here in just a little bit. Scott. I can't call him like I usually do, but hopefully he'll be coming on. Yeah, my phone, like I said, is still fried from trying to do that podcast a little bit earlier. That sun, it did a number on it. Max says Montez Ford. Yes, sir. That's it. I'm calling it Matthew Ford. Montez Ford. Thank you, man. Thanks. Johnny Bean says NXT beat AEW's in the numbers. Yes, they did. I think they did 713,000, even though they was down. They was down Tuesday a little bit. But AEW really dropped down bad. They had Cody Rhodes on there, and they trying to blame it on that. But hey, they had Sexy Red and all this other stuff that was going on over on NXT the Tuesday before, and that was heading into pretty much Battleground. So, you really can't say that they're, that because Cody was on there, that their numbers dropped. But hey, I think Cody did well. But yeah, AEW, man, that's sad. That's sad, guys. It's got to do better, man. They got to do better. And in Greenville, they will be in Greenville, South Carolina. What day is that? I think the 31st of July. No, is it June or July? No, July. Next month. No, the 20th. What day is that? July of something. They will be in Greenville, South Carolina in July. I think the last week of July or the week before, the third week or the last week of July, they will be in Greenville, South Carolina. And I'm looking at the tickets and everything. Chris sent that to me, man. And I'm looking at the tickets, and only 12 sections in the Bond Secure Arena is on sale. So that's probably 20%, 25% of the arena. I mean, I could not believe it. Maybe 22% of the arena that they're trying to sell out. And I look like they set it up for like 2,500 people, 2,700 people, maybe 3,000, maybe. But that's horrible, man. That's horrible. And they blocking out the rest of that arena. That thing, Greenville Bond Secure holds for wrestling. I think holds like 18,000. For wrestling, I think it's like 16,500 or something like that. But yeah, it's gonna be hollow in there, man. And they did Collision, not earlier in the year when Chris and I went to Collision. Oh, what in the heck's going on here, man? I'm reading something about Publix ice cream, guys. I got to see what that's talking about. They say about Publix ice cream, man. I gotta see. Upstate Lake named best lake for swimming by USA Today. Okay, that must be Lake Hartwell that he's talking about. That's something that Lake Hartwell is here in South Carolina, guys, in upstate. Man, I'm sorry, I'm reading them. Checking out some of this news, guys, but I got to see what's going on with Publix. Talking about something about Publix ice cream. Love Publix ice cream. Got some great ice cream. And my wife still works for Publix, so I definitely want to check out what they're saying. Oh, forget it. Forget it. All right, Johnny Beans asking me, am I watching Rampage? All right, Scott want to know when Chris coming on. Bailey out there talking to Naomi. I didn't know she was taller than Naomi. Had no clue. Oh, snap. Piper Niven, man, an attack. And Chelsea Green, attack on Bailey and Naomi. What is this, man? They must think they on NXT, because that's all women do. Women get attacked all day long on NXT. Thank you, Scotty. So, yeah, last day of July the 31st. All right, Braden says July the 31st, too. Braden, have you got the tickets? Braden says, wow, only 3 sections. Wow. Yeah, Braden, blows my mind. You know how big that arena is, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Scott says on a Wednesday. Yep. Not a lot at all. No, it's not. And you know we can upgrade our seats. They probably gonna tell everybody to get on a certain side. I guarantee you, a certain section. Guarantee you. That's what they do to make it look good on TV. But I'm definitely going, man. I'm definitely going, getting tickets. Probably get tickets. If I don't get tickets tomorrow, it'll be early next week. Probably gonna get some tickets for some other people too. But yeah, I'm gonna get some tickets because it's definitely not expensive. Those tickets are not that expensive. Apollo Crews, man. Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews not trying to lose. Oh, snap. Guys, I am tripping, man. Goodness sake, man. I'm out the doggone. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, Cruz versus Escobar, man. That is great. I can roll with that.
Wow, man. Sorry about that, guys. I think I was offline, man. I thought I was on here talking to you guys, but I looked like I was off there for a minute there. You know, I'm sitting there talking and everything. But yeah, hopefully, man, I can get Chris on here in just a little bit. But yeah, sorry, guys. I ended up not even being online anymore, man. Wow. But hopefully I can get Chris on here, guys. I'm going to try to give him a call with my phone number, see if I can text him, because that's the only thing I can really do now. As far as with my phone, that's the only thing I can do is send a text. Let me see if I can do that here. Which means Tubi is more popular than health code violations. Tubi, it's more popular than wall-mounted fuel actuating drinking fountains. This is going to be one of the most exciting generations because it's our generation. The last 5 aprons are on the line. All right, man. But yeah, appreciate everybody stayed on for a minute there. Hey, I thought I was on, but I see that I was not even on the stage, guys. And hey, I missed it. I messed up there. But let me see. See if I can go back to the comments here. Got a lot of comments coming through. Okay. I'm looking up. So, yeah, I got my TV up here. Looking at the one that's up high. Yeah, I'm not going to change it. Yeah, I see that, Scott. Sorry about that, Scott. Scott said lost you. All right, give me a second, guys. But, yeah, I'm still here. I'm just going to go off screen for a minute there. But, yeah. All right, Scott Pierce says, how much are tickets? The cheapest ones are $20, Scott. $20 a piece for the cheapest ones. Then you got $33. You get great seats for $33. $64, really good seats. And if you want to be up there front, I think you can get up to 100 or whatever, maybe a couple hundred if you want to sit ringside. But I definitely don't want to sit on the floor. For Collision, me and Chris was on the floor, and that was not good. It's a good match so far, guys. My man Scott Pierce said, never been to an AEW show. Yeah, they only been to Greenville once, Scott. I think they've been to Columbia, but anywhere near us, basically, they've been to Columbia once, I think. They've been to Greenville once. So they might have been to Columbia, maybe Charleston too. But yeah, they've been to Greenville one time, and that was for AEW Collision. And right behind that, they did Ring of Honor. Man, we was in there from 7:30 to to a little bit over 12. It was like 12:01 when we left, because they did Ring of Honor right after they got finished with Collision. And man, they had like 14 matches for Ring of Honor. That was ridiculous. It was 3 matches before the Collision started, and 3 Ring of Honor matches before Collision started. Then we had Collision, and right after that, they had Ring of Honor 11 matches. They was taping for Ring of Honor, man. It was crazy. It's crazy. All right, my man Johnny Bain says, now people's telling me Tony Khan is taking advice from Vince Russo. Wow, man. Really? Really? That is crazy. Vince Russo shouldn't be giving anybody any advice. And I know he be out there. He's calling it out, man. He wants a job. He's calling them out. Pretty much insulting them when it boils down to it. Goodness sake, Escobar, man, with a knee right into the midsection. Scott Pierce said, lost you? Yes, sir. Yes, you did. I didn't know I thought I was sitting there talking and didn't have it on. I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, AJ Skills say Harry Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark at WWE Castle pay-per-view. Yeah, that should be great. Brain says, I want to go, but that's the week of the first day of school, and that weekend is the gathering in Charlotte, so a lot happening that week. I would go to the gathering, man, and concentrate on what you got to do for school. Scott Pierce, you are on now. Thank you, Scott. Alma Clark said, made a Cobb salad. Give me just a second. Having trouble here, man, with my iPad. So not my iPad, but with my laptop. So I might end up going back with the iPad. Made a Cobb salad for dinner. Chow down time. B90 hot as a Ross bun. Eric just a saying, I hear you. Goodness sake, Baron. Baron killing people out there, man. Electra Lopez. Goodness sake. 2.5 stars, man. Wow. Wow. All right, Santos Escobar gets the win. All right, Scott Pierce says, wow. That is crazy what I just saw, man. Legado del Fantasma. Man, I tell you what, with all this old NXT stuff, I know they have to move on, move up. But I tell you, Triple H is doing everything he can to push these guys hard as he can. Black Rain 7920, Vince always talking bad about Tony. I don't know about that. Yeah, exactly. He does, man. So, yeah, Tony, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. He don't need to be listening to him right now. He just doesn't. All right, Scott Pierce, I've always wanted to go to the gathering, but have not been yet. Yeah, a lot of people, man. A lot of people end up going to that. Matt Magnum says Vince Russo should be teaching Tony Khan how not to run a business. Russo going to run him into the ground, man. But, I mean, he's already running himself into the ground, so I just don't know. At this point, I'm thinking he'll take any advice from anybody who he thinks has some kind of business sense when it comes to wrestling. Straight up. AJ Scales, hey, Harry, give the mat to match 2 stars. Okay? But you know what? I think he will take advice, but he's going to take that advice and try to pretty much turn it around and use it for what he wants to use it as. So he really not going to listen to you. Doesn't matter. Tony Khan is not going to listen to anybody. Man, I love AJ Styles, but one thing about this whole feud here with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, wow, you just cannot continue to have AJ Styles lose and lose and lose. He has lost so many matches in the last few years and just basically been used as one of these guys, man. He's basically been used as a jobber when it boils down to it. He still has a big name and has great talent, but to end up putting him out there with Cody Rhodes and he's going to end up losing again. It's flat ridiculous. It's just, come on, Triple H. Stop insulting our intelligence, man. Don't do that. Please don't do that. It's one thing I can't stand. Yes, sir. 2 stars, no doubt. Yeah, I think I went ahead and said 2.5 stars. Yeah, between 2 and 2.5 stars. But yeah, I just, whew. But I don't know, man. I really don't. Johnny Beans went 2 stars for the match too. Thanks, Johnny Beans. So that's AJ, Mag, and Johnny Beans, 2 stars. Yeah, so definitely 2 stars. Okay. Dang, Chris is still at work. Goodness sake, guys. Yeah, so I guess Chris will not be making it on here. But yeah, he's still at work. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, since he transferred to the Griff store, transferred to another store. Man, he's working a lot. That store is very unorganized. It's very small. It's a much smaller store. So, yeah, Chris is having a hard time, man. Well, he's off on Monday and Tuesdays. That's good. But tomorrow, Chris will not be here, man. He'll be at work at 2:00. So we're gonna come back on a little bit later and do, we're gonna come on when he gets off at 5 o'clock, and we're gonna come on around 6 or whatever, and we're gonna do a show tomorrow later. So the Clash at the Castle, we plan on doing that later tomorrow. Unless something changed, guys, just stay tuned. Be looking out for your notifications. AJ, hey, Harry, remember that match I quit between John Cena versus Randy Orton a long time ago? Yes, sir. Scott Pierce says, I agree with you about AJ. Thank you, Scott. I'm glad you do. Alma Clark says 1.9 stars. Johnny Beans, I don't know. I like Apollo, but there's something missing to him. I don't know. Maybe he needs a manager. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I don't know what that is. I mean, when it boils down to it, you should bring him out, and he shouldn't even really be talking. And I think a female manager would be better for him, a valet type manager. Let me turn on my app, guys, over here on my other TV. I'm gonna try to go from this, I'm gonna try to do it here. But yeah, I think a female manager would be good for him, for Apollo. We'll see. Wow, man. Wow, what the heck am I doing? All the TV is not even doggone hooked up. This I don't know why I turned it off. I don't know why I unhooked it. Unplug this thing. Let me plug it back up, guys. It look like I'm going all the way tonight. Johnny Bean says MVP. No. I mean, I think he would be a great manager for Apollo Crews, but I think Apollo Crews would be much cooler. He would look much cooler. He would be presented even better with a female manager. Now, MVP will be close, but I think with a female manager, man, he would be outstanding. Now, you can have Apollo Crews in a little crew with MVP as manager, bringing Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair in there, man. I would love to see MVP I pretty much would love to see him, in charge, the man that fronts those girls. I think that would be great. Or you can bring Paul Ellering. He can leave that AOP stuff and come and roll with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I think that would be better for him. I just don't care for this. I don't care for the AOP stuff. I really don't. I mean, they're big guys, but that's all they are. They're just big, man. That's the only thing I can really say about them. They're big. All right. Let's see. Chris LeClaire says AJ Styles is 4-0 in I Quit matches. Okay. Well, I don't think he will be after this one. I really don't. He will not be undefeated. He will not be undefeated, guys, after this match with Cody. He's not beating Cody. All right, Johnny Beans, what if Cruz and Corbin be a new tag team? Yes, Johnny Beans. I think that'd be a great tag team. And Corbin, and if you ask me, Baron Corbin deserves it. He had to give up his Wolf Dog tag team, a Wolf Pack, whatever, Wolf Dog tag team with Braun Breaker. So give him a chance. And I know they lost the titles, but they was pretty much gonna lose the titles because Braun Breaker was moving up. But Braun Breaker, man, they got some big things for this guy going into the Netflix, going into that Netflix era. They got big plans for him. All right, Alma Clark, bootylicious baddie could manage Apollo Crews. I hear you, Alma Clark. Alma says she can manage him. All right, Johnny Bean says Mark Hendry. Okay. All right, Johnny Beans. No, Harry, I know what to with Paul Ellering. Okay. When is Uncle Howdy coming? I don't know, Scott Pierce. I really don't know. You know, I just don't think they have anything for him. Everybody, you know, Uncle Howdy, that little crew or whatever. Of course, you got people, Alexa Bliss and some other ones. I think pretty much that Dexter's supposed to be with him, and I think Joe Gacy's supposed to be in the crew. But when it boils down to it, I don't think they have anything for him. They don't know what to do with him. I think creatively, I think they're lost with that. So they don't want to rush that. So, but you know, just all this teasing with us and everything, it just is nerve-wracking, man. It just gets on your nerve when it boils down to it. Johnny Beans, Paul Ellering managing someone like a Damian Priest after Judgment breakup. That would be good. That would be good. He used to manage Jake the Snake Roberts back in the day, back in Mid-Atlantic, Georgia Championship Wrestling. Mm-hmm. All right, Scott Pierce says Corbin and Cruz would make a great tag team. Yes, they would. I can see that. Mag says, here comes Homelander. I mean, Cody Rhodes, laugh out loud. James L. Harry, I chat with Tony Khan and said that he should pair Serena D with Blackpool Combat Club. Claudio. Yes. Yes. I agree. James L. No, Harry, I think Johnny means that Mark Henry managed Apollo Crews. That's what I'm thinking he's saying. You talking about Mark Henry or Mark Hendry? I guess you're saying Mark Henry. Man, I don't know about all that. Yeah. AJ Scales, hey, Harry, I hear AJ Styles maybe leaving WWE and going back to TNA Impact Wrestling. Hey, you know what? Since they pretty much pair with WWE, it will make sense. But you know what, man? Speaking of Apollo Crews, he don't need anybody to really take attention off him. Yes, a beautiful woman would take attention off of him, but a beautiful woman would make him more valuable, look good in front of everybody. But as far as a wrestler, MVP, somebody who can talk real good, Mark Henry, big, powerful, you know, if you're talking about Mark Henry, big, powerful wrestler or whatever, you know, all those eyes are going to be on him. Man, you know, I just don't know. I mean, he needs, if you're going to do anything with Apollo Crews, you need to maximize his potential. So I think a female will be good with him. All right, James L's Mark Henry, since he is a free agent, or Jade Cargill. Okay. James L says, I hear Brooks Jensen might be heading to TNA for storyline. He definitely need to go. You know, hey, he was at an indie show not too long ago, guys. I think last week. But yeah, I'm sorry, AJ. I just don't believe you, man. Just don't believe you. AJ, you doing nothing for me, man. AJ, you don't do. I just don't believe you, man. He had it crazy last Tuesday making a statement, Harry. Okay. Got this light right behind me, man. I don't like it. Goodness sake. I'll turn this thing around a little bit. I just got too much stuff on the floor. Yeah, my wife is right. I'm messy, guys. Oh, gosh. My TV went out. Okay. The OC, man, look like Especially Carl Anderson. Look like he's in pretty good shape. All right, guys, let me go out. Still here, guys. I'm just trying to get myself situated a little bit better. Turn the TV around. I mean, I just don't understand it. I really don't. As far as the way the WWE books AJ Styles and who's the other dude? Finn Balor and AJ Styles. Those two guys, I just don't understand it, guys. I really don't. Talking about two amazing talents that I think is misused, undervalued. And I know these guys have gotten older and everything. You got to move on. But, man, why these guys still got stuff left in the tank? You got to use them. You got to use them, man. You got to maximize every little bit of them because they are legit superstars, legit talents. Let me turn this dog on. I was wondering what was going on here. One thing I have to say about Cody Rhodes, guys, I know there's a lot of people out there don't like him as far as being the champion or whatever, but to me, this guy looks like a champion. I mean, he looks like a champion, guys. Like it or not. A watered-down version of Nature Boy Ric Flair, a more improved, much more improved looking Bob Backlund. I'm going back in the days, guys. This guy looks like a champion. He's a representative of a world champion. Maybe a businessman type dude, but this guy can actually get in the ring. He represents so many different things. And if WWE knew how to really use that machine as well as Vince McMahon did back in the day, back in the mid to late 80s, early 90s, man, before the steroid era, before the steroid things went down, if they knew how to use Cody Rhodes like that, if they knew how to book him like that or put him in that situation, I'm talking about out here in the world, man, as far as advertising them that way, they will have something major. Wrestling will go up exponentially, guys. Exponentially or whatever. If I said it wrong. Yeah, I get you, Mag. I like Cody's promos. It's just missing that Southern Georgia twang, if you know what I mean. Yes, sir. Go over here and get my soda, guys. Give me a moment.
You're not going to be in the ring with Seth Rollins. You're going to be in the ring with phenomenal AJ Styles.
And once again, guys,
Whatever it takes to get that WWE Championship. And if that means beating you to a bloody pulp,
I mean, AJ,
tearing you to pieces, whatever it is I got to do to beat you so badly, that's saying I quit.
I love his promo right here. Really do. And AJ, it looks like you mean what you're saying. Everything, you know, hey, you are putting a lot of conviction in this. But too many times, AJ, in the last 3 years, I have seen you fall by the wayside. So, me being a thinking fan, an observant fan, everything that you're saying don't mean much to me. It really doesn't. As much as I like AJ Styles, it's hard for me to believe him. Yes, sir, Black Rain 7920. The crowd is loud, man. Goodness sake. Oh, my gosh, man. You know what I wanted to hear? I wanted to hear what the Street Profits had to say there. I really did. That attack was random and just silly. All right, look, now Kevin Nash is pretty much involved in it. But yeah, it just right there. I just don't get it. Thumbs down, man. Thumbs down in my book. I mean, to build up something, you don't have to have an attack all the time to build up a match. You really don't. And you know that match right there is pretty much a filler match anyway. So you know, I want to hear the competitors. I want to hear what they talk about. That's what I want, guys. Man, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe I'm wrong. It is what it is. I mean, I just don't need that all the time. I don't need all these attacks. Everybody just getting attacked, man. That's what they do. That's what they do. Wow, man. Look, I'm going to turn this thing around. Then I'm going to get off the virtual thing because the virtual thing just don't work for me. I still haven't got that thing mastered. Haven't even tried to, but give me a moment here. Oh, gosh, what in the world's going on with my television, guys? Turning it off this virtual thing, man. All right, there we go. Let's turn that thing off, man. That's just flat out crazy. All right, my girl Christian Adams says, all right, wait a minute. I got Alma Clark. My girl Alma Clark says, man, that beatdown. Yes. It was a beatdown. Straight up. Straight up. It was a beatdown, but a beatdown that we really didn't need. And that's just real. That's just real. I mean, I'm just like, what was it for? What was it for? All right. My girl Christian Adams says, I can't wait till Roman comes back. I'm so sick of Solo and Tonga. And the Tonga brothers, yes, I am too, Christian. I am too. And that right there probably had as much to do with, my dissatisfaction or my disappointment in that attack, because I get sick of seeing those, those guys. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. But man, wow. Goodness sake. Wow, man. So, all right, Alma Clark says, had absolutely nothing to it. Exactly. That's true. That's true, Alma. Yeah, that's a big dome over there in Scotland. That's one place I haven't been, Scotland. Love to go one day. All right. Christian says, when Roman comes back, the Tonga brothers need to go to NXT, but I doubt they will cause of the family ties. That's true, Christian. That's true. I just think they're going to continue to try to force them on us. When it boils down to it, they was mid-carders. It was mid-carders over there in New Japan and everything. It is what it is. I don't think you're going to make them superstars here. You're just not. And they just seem like a fake bloodline. It just, they're not elevating it at all. And of course, it's not going to be as good as Roman's. There's no ands, ands, and buts about that. But man, I just don't believe it. You can make it believable. At least put Paul Heyman ahead of it. Instead of putting make it Solo the head of it. Just because he tries to look intimidating and everything doesn't mean that, all right, there's Miss Tiffany Stratton. Okay, cool. Christian says, I have family in Scotland going to be at the Clash of the Castle tomorrow. Cool, Christian. Cool. All right, now Jax coming in. But I had a chance to go there years ago, actually, Christian. Years ago. When I was doing all that with my Christian rap music and everything. Had a chance to go to Scotland. Didn't go. Kind of a little upset about that. Speaking of that, and like I say, Christian, we got to get together probably within a week or two. Hit me up. We'll get together on that. That's something that I'm definitely going to be working on within the next week or so. I'm probably going to be putting up songs on my other page, my old songs, some more of my old songs, put that up and start working on some new material and everything like all that. So, guys, I will let you guys know about that a little bit later on, but Christian does know about it. Oh, snap. Min Chan is fighting up butt off, but she's gonna get beat down, man. Oh, scoop. I'm Min Chan. She working now. I'll give it to her. This girl got some talent. Nice kick into the midsection. Oh, not bad. I don't know about all that. All right, Paul Pierce says Paul Heyman for tribal chief. I don't know about that tribal chief thing, but he should be the leader. I will say that for right now. He should be the acting chief. I agree with you. I agree with you on that, Scott Pierce. He should be the acting chief until Roman come back. Not Solo Sikoa. What an elbow, man. What a smash. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Man, if now would, I want to give it 2 stars, but I'm going to give it 1.5 stars. It was very good. But pretty much, I didn't have to do much. And Min Chen, you know, she put on a great offensive arsenal. You know, she shows a lot of arsenal in her offensive capabilities early on in this match. Didn't make a difference. 1.5 stars, guys. It didn't make a difference. All right. I definitely will, Christian. Okay, no, just send me a message and link when you want to get together. I definitely will. I do too. I do too. All right, my man Scott Pierce says KO, Kevin Owens, yeah. All right, Christian says, I love Min Chen. I wish they did more with her. I do too. I do too. So, hey, who knows? Alma Clark, 1.5 stars. Min Chen was good in this match. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. I was very impressed. Very impressed. I mean, she working hard, man. She working hard. But you know what? They don't have anything for her. Don't have anything for her, guys. Man, you need to hit the gym tonight, guys. I haven't been to the. I used to work out like 2 to 3 times a day here. Like I said, I just been slack, man. I've been slack, and I'm beginning to see it. Beginning to add all this weight to myself, man. I can't be doing this stuff, man. I can't be doing this stuff. Need to get Mr. Christopher Burton, the People's Podcaster, out with me. But hey, getting older, man, need to hit that gym. To get back and hit that gym like I was a couple years back. All right, let's see. Mag says, now with another kidney buster. Yep. Sorry, Min Chen, 1.5 to 2 stars. Yeah, I have 1.5 to 2 stars too. When it boils down to it, Mag, I can't give it 2 stars, but I have it at 1.5. I'm gonna have it at 1.5, but it can be 2 stars. It just what is her name? Nia Jax didn't do a lot offensively. She didn't have to. Min Chen, man, she put on a 1.5 star show of her by herself. She really did. She put it together, man. She rocked the house. She looked good in this match. But you know what? The big dog, the big girl, man, the big lady, Nia Jax, she put an end to that. She put an end to that. Straight up. Like you said, the Nia button, the kidney buster. Yeah, boy. All right, Ricky Steamboat, biography legends, man, on A&E. I gotta do that. A lot of the stuff I gotta do, man. I definitely gotta do it. Start just coming on talking about some of these legends and everything, man. Because I mean, who better? There's not many people that can talk about a lot of legends like I can, as far as in wrestling. That's not bragging. It's just I've been around a long time, guys, and I've seen a lot when it boils down to it as far as wrestling go, as far as these legends back in the day. You know, I do know my legends, man. All right, man, Matt. Now with another kidney buster. Okay, already had got that one. Thought I had somebody else. Oh, who is that? All right, my man, Scott Pierce. Just a second. Just a second, Scott. All right, man. But yeah, Scott says, what do you think about RWO making an appearance at Homecoming? And how about CMWE heavyweight title match? Man, that's going to be interesting. It really is when it boils down to it. RWO, I don't know what they're going to do, Scott, and I hope they have a great match. Whoever they're going to match up with, hope it's a great match. We will be looking at that. We will be checking that out, Scott, and hopefully, man, it's a great match that's going to lead to something farther down the road that people want to see. As far as that heavyweight championship match, I think it's James Self-Standard's time. I think it's his time. So James Self-Standard, we'll see how he comes out. But One Man Army, we know he's held the title, a few different times. Let's see if he holds it for the 4th time or is it the 5th time. But let's see see what One Man Army can do. A One Man Army, guys. And hey, I'm talking about the CMW show, guys. Carolina Main Event Wrestling Show that'll be happening on June the 22nd in the upstate of South Carolina. Lawrence County Park, guys, come and check that thing out, man, on State Park Road. I think that's the road that's going to be on. Scott, remind me if I'm wrong. But yeah, State Park Road. So definitely come out, check that out. But yeah, that should be a real good match. But man, before that, we got Nick Fury going to be taking on Antonio Morgan. That should be an incredible match. I can't wait to see that matchup. And we got a lot of other great matchups too that's going to be rocking it out. And guys, I will be posting that. Scott Pierce will come on. He will be talking about that. I will be sending him a new lineup probably tomorrow or later on tonight. All right, Scott Pierce says you are correct. Thank you, Scott Pierce. Yeah, CMW tag team title match. All right, Max Savage and Monster Malcolm. Max Savage and Monster Malcolm in that tag team match against the NGs, man. Against Roosh, my man Rooshi and his mystery partner, the NGs, MOD. MOD and his mystery partner will be taking on Max Savage and Monster Malcolm. Those guys got extra momentum. Maybe they'll win. Right now, man, we have LA Knight. He's in an argument with Logan Paul. LA Knight needs to win that title, guys. You talking about somebody who should have that title, in my opinion. As much as I don't like LA Knight, and you guys know I don't care for LA Knight, I would rather see LA Knight with that title over Logan Paul. And it's not just about that, just so I can see this part-time champion not have the title. It's just LA Knight is good for the business. He's good for the business, guys, of wrestling. So I do know that about the aspect of wrestling, who can make wrestling pop. And he's one of these guys that can do it. And even though WWE in itself have tried to slow his momentum, they have. And I hate to say that about Triple H, because Triple H have taken this guy and pretty much put him back in his place. Every time that this guy has worked hard to build himself back up, it's like Triple H killed him. And a few weeks back, he got pinned cleanly, man, easy in a match. So I don't know if he's ever going to reach his potential as far as in WWE. Do I think he can become a better wrestler? No, I don't. I think he's a C-plus wrestler, guys. And I don't think he'll ever get past that. He's, with his age, where his age is at now, I don't think he's going to get any better. I don't see any potential for that. All right, Carmelo Hayes.
Hey, you know it's true. He flew all the way to Puerto Rico just so he can swim in Logan's pool and let off that weak-ass Aladdin line. LA, you thought you cooked, but check the temp. It was medium rare, trash, just like you.
Scott Pierce says LA Knight and Logan's pool. Yes, sir. LA needs title. Yes, sir, Scott. Scott says, I like LA Knight. I hear you, Scott. A lot of people do. Like I say, all I got to really say about LA Knight is he deserves a title because he's his own man. Yes. Did he steal his gimmick? Yes. But he's made it work for himself. He took a little bit of Stone Cold. He took a bite out of Stone Cold. He took a bite out of Stunning Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. He took a bite out of both of their styles. All right, man. That right there, I can give it a thumbs up. But to tell you the truth, Carmelo, I don't know if your jive is getting over with those fans over there in Scotland like it does the American fans. Straight up. All right, here we go. Solo Sikoa with the Bloodline. These guys just don't look scary to me, guys.
Based on what I just saw, I'm pleased to inform you that you are far from ringside. And if I see either one of you, you're all suspended.
And the guy back there in the back, right there, Paul Heyman, that's who should be the acting chief. Straight up. Once again, man, I am not impressed with that group. What in the world, man? What in the world? That's just weak. No, Wise, man. I lose this match. I'm coming out to you. Come on now. Man, face somebody on, don't be intimidating somebody you know you can beat up. Man, there's rules to this thing. All right, Magnum says Scott Pierce. Yeah. All right, my girl Christian Adams says, I don't like Carmelo. Look, you know what I used to? Well, I tell you the truth, I really never been a big fan of his. I became so of a fan of his. Carmelo don't miss. Kind of got old with me really quick. But hey, big ups to him, man. He does have Kalani Jordan, so big ups to him. All right, let's see. Scott Pierce says, straight up, Paul is best of the group. Yes, he is. Christian says, Solo is a punk. I hear you, Christian. I hear you. I do not care for Solo. I just really don't. It's not that I don't like, just don't like him at all. It's just that I think they brought him up too fast. He was not ready. All right, Alma Clark says Carmelo is too arrogant for my taste. Yeah, he's very arrogant. Very arrogant. And you know what? And I think they told him go out there and play that role. But I think it's maybe overplayed. He's overplaying it or something. I don't know. Just not a fan of Carmelo. I don't really care for Trick that much either. I know you're a big Trick fan, Alma Clark. Because you the Trick master or whatever. You want him to trick you or whatever. But, yeah, I'm not a fan of Trick Williams when it boils down to it. And maybe it has something to do with him playing football for my school. He played football at Carolina University. And the man could not play football. And so that might have a lot to do with it. So I do not like him because of that. But as far as his talent in wrestling, I do not think he's very talented. I think he's pretty good. And I do think there's room for improvement. But I don't think he'll ever be more than a B or a B minus wrestler. A B, maybe a B level is the highest he's going to get, in my opinion. But that's not taking away from his athletic ability because he's very athletic. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know how much farther he can go as far as a talent. Christian says, I'm a huge Trick fan too. I'm sure you are, Christian. I'm sure you are. Alma Clark says, that's it. I'm betting. I'm beating Solo, stealing his money, and be the head of the table. I hear you, Alma. That dang Trick Williams, boy. They ain't Trick and doggone Lash Legend. But Trick got that big bug, got big Lash Legend. And I know Chris always liked to dog her out because of her strong features or whatever, strong faced lady or whatever, calling her that or whatever. But she's not a bad looking woman at all. Body wise, she's a great looking woman body wise. And she's not bad in the face either. She does have a strong jawline or whatever. I can understand what Chris is getting at. But when it boils down to it, she's not a bad-looking woman at all. And she looks good with Trick. She really does. She looks good with Trick. They look good together. I would turn on my TV back there and have it on SmackDown, man. But, hey, they would I don't think WWE would like that too much, guys. Man, look, I like Alba Fire and Aladome, but when it boils down to it, they okay, Lee Ray, you look pretty good. Alba Fire, you look pretty good right there. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not a lot of booty, but you're not bad at all. I shouldn't be talking about it. Not a lot of booty, but that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. About the cutest I've seen. I like the hairstyle. And Isla Dawn, I think she's really cute. Chris, like, he looking at me like I was crazy. Well, like, Harry, really? But I think she's really cute.
Tomorrow night, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn make history right here in Glasgow, Scotland.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know about all that.
And do you really think we came all the way home just to come home? No. One can stop us because tomorrow we will be the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions at Clash at the Castle.
That's not happening. That's not happening. But I tell you what, I think those two will have a great showing. Isn't that 3 tag teams in this, guys? It's gonna be 3 tag teams in this match, right? Okay, thought so. Should be a very good match, guys. But I do think Alba Fire and Isla Dawn will do great in this match because they're in Scotland, guys. So, hey, and they're Scottish. Actually, I thought Kaylee Ray was English for a minute there. Alba Fire. But I guess they both Scottish. I like it. I'm like doggone Booker T, guys. I like it. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Like them Scottish girls, man. Oh, I love their accents and they're beautiful, but I hate the way they wrestle. Laugh out loud. I hear you, Kristen. I love me a beautiful redhead. Laugh out loud. I had one, Christian. That was great. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I had one. I had a redhead girl at one time. Little cute redhead girl. Very southern, very southern. She'd be like, Mr. Taylor. I can't believe you said that to me, Mr. Taylor. Very, very sweet. I ain't miss her, but hey, it is what it is. Told her to go back to her husband. Had to tell her to go back to her husband, guys. Yeah, her and her husband were separated at that time. It's a while back. Good while back. All right, man. All right, Madam, yeah, man. Booker T, yeah, man. I like it, man. Come Solo Score, man. He's coming out here with that headdress, coming out here with a doggone towel over his head. Yeah, man. I like it. Let's see what he gonna do, man. He's coming out here with Paul Heyman, a legend, man, a walking, talking legend. Paul Heyman in that doggone pinstripe suit. I like it, man. I like it. He looks good. Yeah, pinstripe suit and a red doggone tie, and that red tie with that blue, that navy blue pinstripe suit. He's looking good, man. Yeah. Solo Sikoa. Hey, he's about to get in there and take care of business, man. Yeah. He's about to do it, man. Yeah. Oh, man, that's crazy. All right, man, Scott Pierce, what are your thoughts on Drew versus Damian? Man. I think Drew is a great talent, but the whole thing about Drew McIntyre, they got him all over the place. They really do. They really do. And when it boils down to it, for some reason, I don't know why I think CM Punk's going to get involved in this thing. They got to get some money out of CM Punk some kind of way. But guys, I don't know if they're really ever going to be able to use him and use him effectively. And I'm talking about effectively. I'm talking about going forward. How much are they going to be able to use this dude? I don't know, guys. I don't know when it boils down to it. We will see. We will see. And is he going to cost Drew McIntyre this title? And Damian Priest, Damian is strong. I think he's a great wrestler. But I think this Judgment Day thing is holding him down when it boils down to it. He's too busy cleaning up their mess. It's just, oh, my gosh, man. it's making him look weak and it's making Finn Balor look weaker. I don't think he should have the championship. I would like to see Drew. Drew needs to have the title. Drew needs to win the title from him. But CM Punk getting involved, CM Punk costing him the title, or CM Punk ended up coming back to wrestling and then taking the title from him in a couple of weeks or a month or so, I don't want to see that either. So Scott, it's not good. It's not a good situation. And Kevin Owens is putting in work, man, on his doggone Solo Sikoa. Goodness sake, man. That was a nice uppercut by Mr. Sikoa. nice running clothesline by KO. Oh, nice splash. All right, Christian says he's going to get excited because he got thumbs. I hear you, Christian Adams. All right, Max says, great Booker T impression, Harry. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I like it. Oh, yeah, KO doing his thing, man. Yeah. Solo Sikoa, he's gonna have to get it. He's gonna have to get himself together, man. He's gonna have to show improve, man. He's gonna have to show Roman that he is tribal chief material, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I tell you what, I like it, man. I like it. This right here is picking the show up, guys. This right here is main event anywhere in the world. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. Let's do it. All right. Goodness sake, man. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming in, rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show, guys. I like everybody that I have here with the Straight Up Wrestling Show, man. My man Scott Pearson in the house. My man Magnum's in the house. My girls in here, man. Christian Adams and Alma Clark, along with everybody else. Everybody else who's in here. You know, got a lot of people that usually come in that's not in here tonight, but that's okay. James Hill is in the house. Johnny Beans is in the house. AJ Skills is in the house. My man Braden says trash match earlier. All right. Yeah, my man Braden is in the house. Chris LeClaire is in the house. I appreciate all you guys. Black Rain 7920 of Charity Kindmaster and CSX fan is in the house. Appreciate everybody, man, who came in the house tonight to rock with Straight Up Wrestling Show. And guys, if you didn't see my stream a little bit earlier, guys, go and check that thing out. Man, I messed that thing up. I mean, I didn't really mess it up. The sun, like I said, it pretty much turned my phone off. I can't even get into my apps in my phone. I can't even turn that phone off. I'm about to wait till it go off to turn it back on, to tell you the truth, to get back into my phone. But yeah, I did that, and I was having fun. I was going into the history of WCW, man, and you know, going back to the foundation, man. It was really getting good, and then, like I say, it just blacked out on me, guys. I'm about to go back, and I'm gonna do a part 2 of that because hey, I'm really ready to rock that thing out and talking about, man, who really killed WCW, and hey, we know that's out here. Who killed WCW, and pretty much the finger is pointing to Eric Bischoff, and that's where it's going to end up after the 4 episodes, pretty sure. And, you know, they want to point fingers to everybody, but, hey, Bischoff, he killed the momentum. And when it boils down to it, they was doing so well with the ratings there for a while, they wasn't going to take WCW off, even though those executives didn't like it. They was not going to, when you have great ratings like that, they're not going to take it off. They're just not going to do it. But when the ratings got bad, that gave them more of an excuse. And those guys did not like Eric Bischoff. They did not. That's the reason why they did not sell it to Eric Bischoff and Fusion. He had Fusion with him. They offered $62 million for WCW, but they decided not to go with that. A couple days later, they sold it to doggone Vince McMahon for $3 million. They could not stand Eric Bischoff. So he must have really pissed those guys off some kind of way, or they said, okay, he's going to kill it anyway. This guy is not good at running a company, and that's what basically happened. But, you know, I was there from the get-go, and I hated seeing what was going on. And, yes, he was Hulk Hogan's puppet, man. He really was. And for him not to know the history of wrestling, know the history of the NWA, really didn't know Harley Race's history, didn't know Ric Flair history that much, really shameful. And for him to be over there in that company, he really disrespected it. And I just, wow, man, wow. But them to grab Vince Russo, that was messed up. And Jim Herd, the piece of man. Come on, Ted Turner. You've been around wrestling long enough to know this guy. Just because he was running, just because he was on a when he went and became a weatherman or whatever he was, executive TV executive up there in St. Louis or wherever it was. I think it was in St. Louis, somewhere in Missouri. He was a TV executive, and they had wrestling on the show. They had wrestling on their network. Doesn't mean that this guy knew what wrestling was or how to run a wrestling company. And you let Jim Herd become the executive producer, executive president, senior vice president of WCW, and he ruined it, man. He ruined it. And God almighty, man, I stopped watching wrestling for a long time after all that. Sad. Oh man, it just hurt me, man. It hurt me, guys. I'm still hurting. Christian says that new Bad Boys movie was pretty good. We watched it last night. You know I love me some Will Smith and Martin Lawrence for that matter. Yeah, Chris done went and saw it, and I had other friends who went and saw it too. I haven't seen it. Don't really care to see it, to tell you the truth. I'm going to be honest with you. I did like the first one, maybe first one or two of them. I think it's been 3? Or is this the third one? Is this the third one or the fourth one, Christian? Let me know. I love Martin Lawrence. I like Will Smith as an actor too. But for some reason, I just did not care about that. I didn't care about Bad Boys out there. I think it was the second one. And when they was fighting against all those Jamaicans and everything, just very violent. And, basically, I don't know, maybe because at that time I was preaching at that time, Christian. And man, I was really dedicated as far as, I was in a different space. Like say, hey, I'm still a Christian. There's no ands or buts about it. But I let go of some of the things that I could tolerate. And at that time, I just wasn't tolerating the language and all the violence that was involved in that movie. I just couldn't get with it. So that probably had something to do with it. I'm like, these guys are too talented to where they have to just, to have that much language in it. But hey, man, you getting shot up like that. I did like some of the camaraderie that was going on and some of the things that Will Smith was saying. Like, man, these guys off the chain, man. The Jamaicans and everything. And, and some of the curse words, it definitely was valid, a valid reason for it. But it took a while before I got back to that. And, hey, before that, I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't watch movies and things, had a bunch of cussing in it, because of course I did. Of course I did. I was a cussologist, guys. I was the best at it when it boils down to it. So, I watched anything that had a lot of cussing in it, loved it. But, man, at that time, anytime that I was preaching or I was a youth pastor or whatever, all that stuff was off limits, straight up. It was just off limits, but I had got back, me and my wife, because my wife did not, she was not like me because I was just watching Christian movies and all that stuff. And, she was watching other movies. So I said, to watch movies with my wife, I'm going to have to end up watching some of these movies, watching some of these TV shows, and got back into watching that type of stuff. I shouldn't be giving you all this history on that. But, yeah, but that movie right there really just, I think the second one just really bothered me a little bit. So let me know if it was second or third, if this is the third one or the fourth one. I think is it the fourth one? I don't know. But, man, big ups to Will Smith to be able to go back into another big movie. I hope it does well. All right, Scott Pierce says maybe Paul Heyman should have taken WCW. Oh, no. Thank goodness, no. I can see Jim Cornette, but Paul Heyman, no. I know a lot of people think he's a genius, man. Not me. I mean, is he a genius as far as a manager or what, being a manager and guiding groups and things like that? Yes. Great on the mic? Yes. But as far as a manager in a booking sense, I don't think so. Not in my book. He didn't prove anything to me. With that ECW stuff? No. I mean, unless you into all that, if you into all that hardcore stuff that he was doing, hey, big ups to you. Big ups to you. I give it all to you. I give it up to you. If that's what you like. But a lot of that ECW stuff is what led to what we have now. AEW is just another ECW when it boils down to it. Not as violent, but it's pretty much on that same wavelength. and you know, a lot of other companies, GCW and things like that. That's what they're doing. And I hate to say it, guys. You know, you guys, you know, hey, I'm closer to 60 than I am of 50. So, you know, unless you 45 and up, and I was talking to Christopher Burton about this earlier today. You 45, unless you 45 years old and up, you really don't. You came up in that time of wrestling where wrestling was entertainment first. Entertainment, the pizzazz, the aesthetics of it, the pyro. You know, hey, how much pyro I can get, how loud it's gonna get, how it's gonna look on the outskirts, on the outside. Wrestling, when I grew up, wrestling was the product in the ring. Storylines in the product in the ring. And the product in the ring drove the storylines. Great storylines. That's what wrestling was about. When I watched wrestling, man, I saw it come on. You know, they show a little bit of promo of what was going on with the wrestlers. They might show Ric Flair, and they show these guys coming on. These are the stars that we have. And then I saw the product was what we basically was concentrating on was the product in the ring. And then these guys come out and they talk. You know, they would have little things. Oh, you're going to be wrestling in Asheville, North Carolina. Come this Thursday night. What are you going to do? And these wrestlers will give their promos. That's the kind of wrestling that I grew up with. And then Vince McMahon came along in the mid 80s, you know, around 84, you know, he changed all that. You know, these guys came out and, you know, of course, wrestlers had gimmicks and things, but, you know, it became all about the gimmick. Then it became about the sideshow. It became a Super Bowl type of thing. It became the picture, what you see on the outskirts, like going to a movie theater and you seeing a great picture or whatever, and then you get in there, and if you see the movie and the movie is crap, you're going to be wondering, hey, you're going to be wondering about that. You can be like, hey, I spent my money, I used my money. It's just like the Super Bowl, guys. They give you all this glitz and glamour, and then if the Super Bowl is not good, how many Super Bowls have you saw? The ones who like football, how many Super Bowls you saw that was just didn't live up to its hype? And then what you do? What did I see? Year after year in Super Bowls, when Super Bowls were blowouts and things like that. I saw these guys at the grocery stores. I saw these guys out going out and getting pizza, things like that. And they be like, man, this thing is almost over with. Oh man, it's just not good. It's not a good Super Bowl. Because wrestling should be about the product in the ring, guys. Straight up. And that's what made WCW so great for so many years. It was all about the product in the ring. And that product in the ring materialized. And you know, and then it became, you know, Eric Bischoff, he took that talent, what he saw with Sting, Lex Luger, Sting, Lex Luger, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, you know, so many guys, the Road Warriors, the Steiner Brothers, Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express, Nasty Boys, all the guys that he had, Doom, Harlem Heat, all that talent that was afforded to him. He took that and said, let me add some stuff to it. And he started adding stuff to it and made it a TV show. But then he talked to Ric Flair. He got Hulk Hogan in, got Randy Savage in, wanted to become what the WWE was, you know, WWF was at that time. He wanted to become that. But the whole thing about it is he did not realize the WCW fans that was watching WCW, we didn't care about all that, man. If we did, we would have been watching WWF. That would have been our thing. He neglected all those fans that was watching that WCW product, and that killed it more than anything. He neglected all those fans. Ric Flair, you know, he made sure Ric Flair wasn't going to be a star no more. He took the focus off of people like that. He took the focus off of off of tag team wrestling, which WCW was built off of that. NWA, Jim Crockett Promotions was built off of that, guys. You know, Jim Crockett Sr., that's what his promotion was about. It was just tag teams. Crockett Jr. took it over, and Crockett Jr. started switching it up. But it used to be a tag team promotion. But, man, wow. But, yeah, that's what wrestling became. And Vince McMahon, and when you do that, what he did, you better have put on a spectacular show every single time. If you're gonna have a show, if you're gonna present us with Broadway, buddy, you better give us Broadway all the flipping time. And that's what WWE became, guys. I didn't really care for it. I really didn't care for it. Watched it for years because they grabbed all the stars that came from WCW. Jake the Snake Roberts, Roddy Piper, all those guys, man. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, they all came from the NWA. All of them. Hulk Hogan, even. All those guys came from the NWA. Tony Atlas, he started grabbing up all the superstars that was in NWA. So, yeah, of course I followed it and checked it out because they had my stars. But did I like the product? No. Couldn't stand the product. All the gimmickry and all that stuff made Coco Beware. Went from Tennessee, went from Memphis. Out there, started doing that, coming out there with that bird. Hunky tonk man with the guitar and all that stuff. I didn't care for that. Goodness sake, Paul Heyman. All right, guys, let me take this back, man, and get everybody's comments here. All right, Christian Adams. Let's see. I'll get all your comments in just a moment, guys. All right. All right, Christian Adams says, I think it's the third. I think so too, Christian. All right, Scott says, I like Charles Robinson as ref. Yeah, he's a great referee. He's a very good referee. Goodness sake, man. I hate that spike. I hate him doing a spike. Every time he spikes somebody, I think of Ernie the Cat Ladd, Abdullah the Butcher. All right, Christian Adams says, I can understand that. This one was real violent and language wasn't bad. The first one was a little deeper with the language, etc. Yeah. And you know what? God almighty, it's not done. 2.5 stars, man. But let me go ahead and I'll add on to it with this attack. This is outrageous. Sure, the Street Profits is going to come out, at least I think. Christian Adams wasn't real violent. It was what I meant. Okay, all right. Thank you, Christian. Mag says this is the 4th Bad Boys movie. Thank you, Mag. Thought so. Yeah, I've seen all 3 of them. The first one was good. The second 2 was mediocre, maybe about 3.5 stars. They was pretty good, decent. It's the 4th. Sorry. Okay, Christian. Thank you. All right, Scott Pierce says, yep. Randy Orton. Bam. There's your man right there, Christian. Scott says, yes, sir. Great storyline, Scott Pierce. Yes, sir. And you know what? That's because they was concentrating on that. That was their show. That was their, the storylines was that right there was the book. That's what got people in. You had people like Ole Anderson and Thunderbolt Patterson, man, that could talk people into the building. They was that good. That was the cover of wrestling. That was what was on the marquee of wrestling. It's like, wow, man, we got this great thing going on. Hey, Magnum TA and Tully Blanchard, man, this thing been going on so long, man. We don't have a clear-cut winner. They're gonna have an I Quit match. Man, this thing been going on between Nikita Koloff and Magnum TA so long, man. This thing is just crazy. They had to do a 4 out of 7, which Nikita ended up winning. Incredible, man. Incredible feud between those two. They had feuds back then, man. They had rivalries that went on for months and months. Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. What's the name? How many years did Crockett get out of that? 3-4 years? The Boogie Woogie Man against Gary Hart's Army. The Great Kabuki. Then the Great Muta against Paul Jones' Army, the Assassins. Against Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant against Scott, not Scott, but Pistol Pez Watley. Shaska Watley. Against Warlord, Barbarian, all these guys trying to stop Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Great storyline, man. Ric Flair against Ricky Morton. Ric Flair against Road Warrior Hulk. Ric Flair against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat went on for years, guys. It went defunct for about 7 years. Then Steamboat come back, and they started it up again when he came back from WWF. They started it up again. That's what I'm talking about, man. So many great things went on that was knocked down. But man, I'm just like, wow. That's what wrestling was about, man. The Anderson brothers. You know, the Anderson brothers, man, had so many great storylines. You know, hey, trying to hold off the super team of Paul Jones and Chief Wild McDaniel. Then Paul Jones and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Jay Youngblood against the Anderson brothers, man. So many teams that they had to go through. And the sacrifices. Ole Anderson sacrificing his brother by throwing Gene into the head of Ole, guys. And then Gene Anderson up for the rest of his career, man. Let me go ahead and put myself on cam. You know, pretty much tossing his head around. John was crazy. Scott Pierce says, I saw great matches at the township in Columbia. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, the Four Horsemen, man. The Four Horsemen. What made the Four Horsemen? What's the storylines? And people trying to stop them. Man, you know, the people, you know, doing that in all the arenas, man. Anytime the Four Horsemen, somebody, you know, something happened with the Four Horsemen. When Ole Anderson got kicked out of the group, they thought they was down. They brought in Lex Luger. Lex Luger pretty much got kicked out of the group. Man, you know, everybody doing that. Then they took Barry Windham, put him in the group. Anytime that the Four Horsemen, something would happen to somebody in the group, man, like it was always a great storyline going with that. You know, Dusty Rhodes against Ric Flair, man, one of the greatest stories ever. You know, Terry Funk against Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes just had so many great storylines, man. That's what wrestling was about. It wasn't all about the glitz and the glamour. Let me just throw up this big old thing, man, that, you know, just make it like a Super Bowl. Make it like boom, boom, boom. Put all these, you know, the tech, the pyro and all that stuff. Just add all of that, you know, and everybody attack everybody else. And just when somebody got attacked back in the day, it was so surprising. Or if it's somebody turned on their partner or whatever, so surprising. So great, so awesome when those kind of things happen. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy. Max says Solo versus Kevin Owens match gets 2.5 stars. Yes, sir. All right, Christian Adams says 4 stars just because Randy came out. I hear you, girl. I hear you. All right, man. So I guess that's it for SmackDown tonight. Okay, 10 o'clock. What will we give SmackDown, guys? I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 stars, guys. I'd give SmackDown overall 3 stars. Let me see. I guess this doggone Rampage thing is on. I don't know. Man. They said something about, Harry, are you going to do Rampage? And I know a lot of you guys don't watch Rampage. So if you're not watching Rampage with me, that's cool too. Let's see. If I'm going to watch Rampage, is it on? So I should go to the basketball game, and that's, to be honest with you, I think the basketball game is on. Is that the final of the basketball game? Yeah, 3 stars overall. Christian says that. James L, 3 stars for SmackDown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But if the basketball game on, that's what I need to be watching, is the basketball game. James L says, but I'm intrigued in the Apollo and Corbin duo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am too. Actually, it'd be better duo than anything they got right now, if you ask me. I think they'll be a great tag team. Man, I really don't care about this doggone this Rampage stuff, man. I really don't. And to tell you the truth, since I mentioned Dynamite, I don't think I should do it. Let's see, because let's see if that basketball game on, guys, but to tell you the truth. All right, James L. Harry, I hear the Ricochet thing might be a work and gonna be signed to a new deal. That's what I'm thinking. Why in the world would he sign with these dudes, man? I just don't understand it. Why would he do that? I hope he don't do it, James. Hope he doesn't do it. Oh, what in the world's going on? My TV's not even. It's on. I hear it, but I can't see it. Christian says, you guys have a great night. I'll catch up with y'all later. We'll see you later, Christian. Appreciate you coming on, rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Have a great night. You and your family, straight up. All right, James L. Chad Gable is locked in a new deal. Okay, I'm not shocked. James L. Dijak gonna be locked in a new deal. That's great to hear too. What in the world's going on? Because it's live, but I can't see it. This AEW Rampage thing. Wow. I can't see it. Going to TNT, see if I see it. Alma Clark says 3 stars overall. Thank you, Alma. No doubt. See if I can get this thing live, man. I'm seeing nothing going on here. Wow, man, what in the world's going on? Man, Dallas Mavericks is killing doggone Boston Celtics tonight. Killing them jokers. I don't think they can come back from 3 games down. Wow, Tony Storm. Wow. All right, James L. says, hey, Christian. James L. Chaz Gable is locked in a new deal. James L. Dijak going to be locked in a new deal. Alma says 3 stars overall. James L. says, and also you hear Harry, who passed? Yeah. Oh, you talking about my man? You talking about Jerry West? Yes, sir. If you talking about Jerry West, yes, sir. Unless somebody else just recently passed. Oh, yeah. SmackDown was good. 3 stars. Yes, sir, Mac. And Chris Statlander, boy, she working dog on Tony Storm. Alma Clark says, hip attack from Tony Storm. Wow, yeah. Yeah, James L. Rest in peace to our icon, Jerry West, man. One of the greatest basketball players of all time. Man. The logo. Great basketball player. All right, let's see. Got to see him when I was very little, guys. That's about it. Right at the end of his career. All right, Alma Clark says, Ricky Martin. Yeah, Ricky Martin's son just passed. Yes, he did. Thank you for, rest in peace to Ricky Martin's older son, man. Older son Jonathan passed away yesterday. Yes, he did. Man, all prayers out to Ricky Morton and his family, man. Straight up. I mean, I know about losing a child, guys. A few years back, man, I lost my daughter, my oldest daughter, lost during COVID, pneumonia. She had pneumonia and COVID. Lost her, guys, in the house. So I know all about that. Losing a child, man, that right there is devastating. That is devastating. So all my prayers go out to Ricky Morton and his family. Hey, that's one thing. That's one nightmare that you do not want to go through is losing your child. Straight up. All right. James L. says, what Alma? Wow. Thoughts and prayers. Yes. All right. Kristen Statlander. Man, she's working Tony Storm, guys. Man, what in the world are they doing? Tony Storm, is she a fan favorite completely now? Chris Statlander, where in the world is her manager at? Where's that dude at, man? Can't even think of his name right now. Stokely. Where's Stokely at? Stokely Hathaway or Stokely Carmichael. One of the, whatever you want to call him, whatever they call him this week. Oh, man, nice rake to the eyes. Chris Statlander looks pretty good in this match, guys, and that's to be honest. She didn't look good as the TNT champion. Not at all. Maybe she's going to be look better, coming out the title. I got to give her credit, guys. I got to give her credit. All right, nice shoulder block, guys. Nice, man. Wow. Nice hip attack right there. Hip shot right into the corner. Goodness. Nice kick out right there from Statlander. Kenneth Paul, what's up, man? What's up, Harry? They need to do something with Jay Lethal. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They've been needing to do something with him, Kenneth. Definitely, man. Definitely. One of the best talents in the world, and they misusing him, man. He definitely top 15, man. In my opinion, he's top 15 in the world, and that's combining all the talents from every promotion. He's one of the top 15 guys in the world. They're not using him right, man. And not at all. The thing is, Jay Lethal's letting them do it. Yes, sir, Kenneth Paul, Jay Lethal, and Jay Briscoe. Yeah, those two need to be a tag team. Very intriguing tag team. And that's if, I just really think the art of tag team wrestling is just so far gone now. They just wouldn't have a clue what to do with them. Just like Baron Corbin, who is it? Well, Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews could be a great tag team. But tag team wrestling, like I said, is so far gone, I don't think they would know what to do with them. And that's sad reality of it all, man. Nice, Tony Storm, man. Wow. Power driver. Wow, 2.5 stars for that match, guys. Pretty good. 2.5 stars from what I've seen. 2.5 stars for that. That was good. Kenneth Paul said, but Jay got pinned by Cal Fletcher last Wednesday. Wow. Oh, Jay Briscoe did. Wow, for real? Goodness sake. That was a pretty good match right there, guys. I can't front. I can't front, guys. Straight up. All right, yeah. Alma Clark gave you 2.5 stars. Thank you, Alma. But yeah, we'll see how this thing goes tonight, man. I'm gonna go ahead and rock it through. I think as far as his Rampage. All right, Kenneth Paul, Harry of Corbin team with crew. What would you call them as a duo? Corbin team with with Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. No, goodness sake, man, it'd be hard. I mean, both of them. I like both of them. I like both of those guys' names. So I think with their names, Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin, I think it's gonna hold up by itself. You really don't need to. Pretty much play off of anything with that. You really do not need to add anything to that CNC connection or whatever you want to do. You can call it the CNC connection or you can come up with something different. But Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, I just think those two will be outstanding. There's a connection there. We see that. Who's that? That Haley Cameron guy or whatever her name is. Man, that girl is very talented there. Very rude though, but you know what? I'll give that a thumbs up. She was entertaining and very interesting there. But yeah, she's a very good wrestler. Holly Cameron or whatever her name is. All right, Harry, if Corbin team with Cruz, what would you call him as a duo? And Mag says, I agree, 2.5 stars for Tony Storm's match. All right, Kenneth Paul, like a tag team name. That's what I'm trying to say, man. CNC connection. That's the only thing I can come over right now. It's gonna be, that's gonna take some time. Kenneth Paul says, okay, yeah, but that'll take some time to come up with something for those two. But yeah, I think it'd be an exciting team, very exciting team. So we'll see, man. We'll see if they pull that plug. But it's gonna take somebody with money. It's gonna take somebody that has an organization that's working, that's pretty much grabbing the public's attention. It's gonna take a promoter that's doing that, that's able to do that, and who's incorporating tag team wrestling. Because I tell you what, the man that get tag team wrestling right, the promoter that gets that right, they are the ones who are going to take over. They are the ones who are going to bring wrestling into the next decade or the next few years. They are the ones who's going to gain. If it's somebody outside of the WWE, if some new player come in or whatever, who's ever able to bring in somebody that knows what tag team wrestling is about, they are the ones who are going to make a huge dent in the WWE. They're going to gain on the WWE. Because tag team wrestling, man, did wonders, did so much for wrestling. They don't really understand that. I think tag team wrestling, when it boils down to it, outside of the world champion, I have to say tag team wrestling probably back in the day drew more money than singles competition. Because, man, that's just us as men. That's what we do. We hang out with our boys. You hang out with people who are so used to that, guys hang out with friends. Women do too. But guys always have that one special friend or even more friends. Tag team wrestling, man. Tag team wrestling means a lot. And you got to get that back right. You just do. Straight up. Yeah, Kenneth Paul, same ring gear. Yes, sir. Kenneth Paul says money, MVP. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you can put MVP as their manager. It just, you can do so much with that tag team, man. You can do so much. But you know what? I have no confidence in the writers in WWE. I have no confidence in them as far as establishing a tag team division. Just don't. Not on the women's side or the men's side. They don't know what they're doing, guys. Or they know what they're doing and they don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it. Sad. Sad stuff. Oh, New Money Inc. Laugh out loud. Okay, Kenneth Paul, New Money Inc. Okay, man. All right, man. Deanna Purrazzo, Chris Girl. All right, guys, just a moment here. Check something on my phone, see if that thing's working now. Yeah, I still can't get my apps to work on my phone. So I'm just going to have to let it die out, guys. It's going to have to die, and then I might end up turning it back on. Some kind of way, or I'm going to have to hook it up to the laptop or whatever and go into Apple, which I haven't done that in a while, guys. Go into iCloud or something, or the Apple store, and get it to, because like I said, I can't do anything with turning it off or I can't get into my apps on my phone. Junk is crazy. I definitely can't turn my iPhone off. Yeah, Deonna Purrazzo. And this the kind of thing that what makes me mad about wrestling. All these 6-man tag team matches, these 8-man matches, all this stuff, man. It just gets on my nerve because that's not what wrestling used to be about. It's more confusing when you have this. I used to love 6-man tag team matches. Used to love them because we hardly ever got them. So 6-man tag team matches used to be great because you hardly ever got them. But now you see them all the flipping time, man. It's outrageous. I mean, I do get it that you get more people in there, get more people work, but still. Wow, man. Brian Cage, what? Goodness. That dude look like he should be part of that team, man. Like he should be part of that crew. The guy that they just dumped on the top on his head. One star, guys. 1.2, whatever. 1 star. I think it was pretty good. It was good. It wasn't bad. They did what they supposed to do. So I'm going to go, all I can really do is give it 1 star. They did what they supposed to do. So I'm going to call it good because they did what they supposed to do. They annihilated these guys. But this right here. Okay. All right, just toss him out of the ring with him. Don't go out there and mess with him. Don't do it. Don't overdo it. All right, Mag says Cage of Agony was impressive, too easy, 1.5 stars. Yeah, I had it at 1.2, but I could go up to 1.3 and give it 1.5 stars, Mag. And they didn't go overboard. Now, if they would attack that dude in the outside of the ring, I would have said I would have given it a thumbs down, but they didn't attack. So, yeah, I didn't have no problem with the match, man. I really didn't. They did, like I said, they did what they supposed to do. They didn't try to make it into a long match or, try to make these guys competitive when we know these guys are really not going to be competitive with Cage of Agony, but they did what they supposed to do. So, straight up, man, they did a pretty good job. I thought it was a good match. Yeah, once again, guys, I appreciate everybody coming in, man, and all you guys who stuck around for Rampage. I appreciate it 100%. Straight up, guys. Straight up. But yeah, I got to come on a little bit later, man. You know, hey, I would do it tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight. I think I got to get up early in the tomorrow, but I probably do a couple tomorrow before. Probably do one or two tomorrow before the pay per view. Now the pay per view, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna wait for Christopher Burton because Christopher Burton will be getting off later. I might just go ahead and do it myself, guys. So straight up, that way I do it live because Chris will be at work. But guys, we'll see what happens. I'd rather do it with Christopher Burton. But if we do, we're gonna have to do that late. We're gonna do that at 6 o'clock or whatever, or 5 o'clock, because I think he gets off at 4 o'clock, or maybe he gets off at 5. I think it's 5. I think he's working like 9 to 5. So I think it's at 2 o'clock. I think it's 2 p.m. tomorrow. That is coming on 2 p.m. Eastern. So 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if that's happening, yeah, we're not gonna be watching it together. But so if I go live, it's going to be by myself, or maybe I have a special guest on or something like that. So who knows? Shota Umino. Okay. Seen him before. Who's this Shota Umino? Is he about taking on? I think it's Ricky Romero that he's about to take on. Okay, let's see how this thing breaks down, guys. Let's see how this rolls. How this thing goes. We'll see. All right. Tickets on sale tomorrow. Blood and Guts, Wednesday, July 24th in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. Nice takedown by this Shota Umino. Call him Shooter. All right, nice chop right there from Rocky trying to wake him up, man. See what Shooter's going to do. Oh, nice, man. Nice double. Flying low-level basement drop kick, whatever you want to call it, from Shota Umino or whatever, man. Hey, I'm not into the dance too much from this Shooter guy. But he got Shooter back on his pants, man. I'm not too much into the dancing of this dude, man. But, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. We'll rock with what we got from the Shooter guy. Nice elbow smash from Shooter. Shooter Maduda. Shooter Maduda. Shooter Makuda. Shooter Shooter Pooter or whatever you want to call it. Man, Shooter was some nice forearm uppercuts, man. Hey, he's laying them in on Rocky. I think it's Rocky Romero. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, yep. Rocky Romero, okay. Going fly. Boop. Man, I wish they stopped doing that so much. Okay, we got picture in picture. But yeah, I was going to turn on the basketball game. I really was, guys. But I see that game is not close, but we know games can, these games can change fast now with the three-point play and all that. And basketball, they can change quick. See what's going on. 88-52. Gosh, man, what in the world's going on with Dallas Mavericks? Who's out for Boston? I know Kristaps Porzingis is out. Kristaps Porzingis is out, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. They've been playing without him. But for some reason, Dallas is going off. And Kyrie Irving, it'll be the first time he beat Boston. So we'll see. Or, Boston is taking this, taking this thing lightly because nobody's came back from a 3-0 deficit in the NBA Finals. Nobody. So they're not taking it serious or something. Something going on. And I see Luka Doncic is going off, man. 27 points, 19 points for Kyrie Irving. Goodness sake. See what's going on with the Celtics. Oh, yeah. Al Horford is playing 17. How long Al Horford been playing? 17 years, 18-year vet. Only scored 3 points. He playing for Porzingis. Derek White, 6 points. Drew Holiday scored 10. Jaylen Brown, 10. Jason Tatum, 15. So they're pretty much off tonight, man. Look like the bench is not scoring at all. So the Celtics is just – it's a bad game, man. It's a bad game. But you're giving Dallas Mavericks life, even without Porzingis. Porzingis come back because I think he's going to be out maybe one game. You're giving the Mavericks life. And I tell you what, they got a good team. We'll see how this stuff breaks down, man. We'll see if those guys can pretty much come back and make this a series. Because they win the next game, they can make it a series 3-2. Hey, you giving them boys hope, man. They could be the first team to come back, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
Hilton for the stay. When you're traveling with 3 kids, pretty much everything they own. It matters for the stay.
All right, man. So, all right, Rocky Romero is back. This match has been okay so far, guys. Not the greatest match in the world. Trying to figure out what I had it at before we went to commercial. All right, man. I haven't been too bad at all. Goodness sake. Wow. Yeah, I can roll with 2 stars already if it ended right now. Both of these guys have put on some pretty good, decent offense. You know, this thing is rolling pretty well. All right, my man Wesley Flasky in the house. What's up, Wesley? All right, what's up, Wes? Says, what's up, Harry, Chris, Wes? Yeah, Chris is not here with us, man, tonight, but that's okay. Yeah, he missed SmackDown, but I guess I don't know if he knew I was doing Rampage or not. He should have. It should be a notice on his phone or whatever. But yeah, he was still at work. But I'm pretty. Yeah, he don't went home. But that's okay though. He don't care for Rampage, and I guess he didn't really want to get on for it. Let's see. Oh, nice forearm uppercut right there from Rocky Romero. Nice DDT. I didn't like the way Shooter stood there. Whatever Shoto Umino. If they don't hit it right on point, man, they shouldn't even stand there. You got to make it look good. Nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wow. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Elbow, man. Right into the middle. Wow. Right between those shoulder blades. Goodness sake. Wow. Mmm. This one, man, is right on the cusp of 3 stars, man. It really is. It really is. I mean, for some reason, I want to give it more than that, between 2.5, 3 stars. But it's right on the cusp of that 3 stars, man. I'm gonna roll with 3 stars on this. I'm gonna go ahead and give them 3 stars. I'm going to give them credit. 3 stars on that match, guys. They worked hard with that. And they gave us a good match. I came front, man. That was good. That was good. AEW Collision 1-year anniversary, guys. They haven't really done bad with Collision, and that's to be honest with you. So we'll see how everything works out with that. Okay, Tony Storm and Mina Shirokana contract signing. Chaz. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mag. 2.5 to 3 stars, most definitely. It was a good match, man. Just a minute, guys. Be right back. Man says, Harry, are you broadcasting for the Clash at the Castle tomorrow? Most likely, yes. Mag. Now, Chris will not be here because Chris will be working at that time. We're talking about doing it a little bit later, around 6 o'clock or whatever, 5, 6 o'clock. I don't know. Most likely, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. You know, I'll be doing it by myself, most likely. So, yeah, I think I will. I don't want something to come up a little bit later, but if I do, I'll probably be a little bit later on because at 2 o'clock I will not be here. So I'll probably be back around 2:10 or 2:15 when I make it back home because I'll be heading home around 2 o'clock. So, yeah, I'll probably do it, but I'll probably schedule it at 2:10, 2:15. But I think it's at 2 p.m., supposedly. So let me pretty much double check on that, but I think it starts at 2 p.m. If it starts at 2 p.m., then, yeah, I'll be a little late starting it. But, yeah. Yes, sir. I think I'll be doing it, Mag, most likely. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out. So that way I can do other things later on in the day as far as podcasting. I want to go ahead and get a lot of podcasts out here, a lot of things that I want to talk about. I haven't had a chance to really get into. So I'm probably going to have to I'm going to be doing some podcasts early in the morning, sometime late at night. I'm going to be doing podcasts pretty much, because there's so many things I want to get out here and say that I don't get a chance to say. And a lot of things I want Chris to do with me. But because of Chris' schedule and the way he works, he's not able to do a lot of that stuff. A lot of the stuff would be better for me anyway by myself is because I actually got to see a lot more than Chris did, me being 10 years older than him, so I got to see a lot of the stuff that he did not get to see. And plus, when Chris started watching wrestling, he was all into the WWF when it boils down to it. He understands the significance of the WWF. He looks at it from that viewpoint. Even though he saw Mid-Atlantic, he really didn't understand it or whatever. He understood the glitz and glamour. That's what he saw first, the glitz and glamour instead of the wrestling. I saw the storylines, the wrestling. You know how it is, Mag. That's what we saw. That's what wrestling was about when we grew up. And, we was teenagers or, early 20s, pretty much basically teenagers when, in our late teen years when Vince McMahon started doing his stuff, doing all this gimmickry stuff and bringing all the entertainment into it. And it's always been entertainment, always entertainment. Wrestling has always had an entertainment aspect to it, but not to the extent that Vince took it to. Max says, I believe it's 11:30 a.m. my time, which is 12:30 p.m. your time. Okay, 12:30. I think, yeah, the pre-show comes on, supposed to be 1 o'clock or 12:30 or something like that, man. I think the pre-show, they're going to have a pre-show or whatever. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't plan on doing a pre-show if they have a pre-show. I'm not sure. Let me look at every single thing. I probably will, Mag, but I do not want to take that time off. I might, yeah, because I just, yeah, it's going to be hard for me to do that. It really is, because I will not be here. You know, it's just a brief time that I won't be here. Man, this is outrageous. God. That little toss at the end, man, pretty much added to the match to where it's a half a star. I'm going to give it a half a star. I had got up for a minute and, you know, I had to go and check on something. But then I come back and I see this guy with the bear hug. And I guess that's all he really done was the bear hug. Uh-huh. Oh, my gosh. You mean, oh, yeah, 0.5 stars, Mag, exactly. It was horrible. Oh, my gosh, man. I know Jay Lethal's not talking about he can beat Pop faster than that. 20th Century Kind Master CSX 2024 says, good night. Good night, 20th Century. 20th Charity Kind Master CSX 2024. Good night, buddy. Good night, my YouTube friend. I don't care if it was two of them. I don't care if the big man was in there with Jay Lethal. They will not beat Pop in that little bit of time. But Jay Lethal was stomping him down, man. I definitely, kicking him down. I will give him that. Jay Lethal's not winning this match, guys. We know this. This could be a main event match, guys, if they would use Jay Lethal the way he could be used. The way he should be used. Use his talent the right way. All right, 20th Charity Kind Master and CSX 2024 says, have a good night, everyone. NXT, WWE, Carl's Jr., Hardy's. I hear you, 20th Charity Kind Master, CSX 2024. Have a great night, buddy. Sending the big man out of there. And you know what's so funny about stuff like this? Wow. That's what they do now, man. That's what they do. They do it WWE does it. WWE does it. AEW does it as far as sending the guys outside of the ring and, back to the back. And the indies does it big time. Every time you go to an indie show, They're sending people to the back room, just like WWE and AEW does. I hate it. I hate it, man. Nobody can be original. Goodness sake. I want originality back, guys. 20th Charity Master CSX 2024 says Friday night. Yes, sir. Magnum says good night, 20th Charity. Wow. Man, Jay Lethal should have went out there and attacked Pac. That's exactly what he should have did. No time to waste. No time to be primping across the ring or whatever, doing those type of things. This dude needs to take care of business, man. Oh, snap. All right, once again, man, appreciate everybody coming in. Hey, and if you on Facebook, hit the like, share, join. You on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, 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 so you know when we're on, like times like these. And if you're on Twitch, you do the same thing that you do over here on YouTube. And if you're on X, man, formerly known as Twitter, hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet, guys, and follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show. We definitely appreciate you coming on, rocking with us tonight, man, rocking with me tonight. Hey, running solo, but that's okay. But yeah, tomorrow we have Clash at the Castle, and guys, I'm gonna come on early, talk about some things. Like I said, I got a lot of things to talk about, man, and I do want to get on. I do want to watch NXT, which I missed this week, and I want to watch Dynamite too, guys. So hey, man, there's a lot of things that I want to do, that I need to do, and we'll see how that plays out. Running until tomorrow, but yeah, guys. I like to try to keep up with everything that's going on as far as in the world of wrestling. And once again, hey, if you are watching me in the upstate of South Carolina, which I know some people are, probably watching over on Facebook, you see this thing over on Facebook. Hey, if you from the upstate of South Carolina, you from Western North Carolina, you from anywhere in the Carolinas, man, on the edge of Georgia, right at the, right there around Anderson County, Stevens County, Hart County, Georgia, you anywhere near Lawrence County, man. Hey, definitely come out to see our show tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. You see our show June the 22nd. We're gonna be rocking that thing out in Lawrence County, South Carolina. I mean, at Lawrence County Park on State Park Road. Definitely come out and check it out, guys. We're gonna have a great show. And that right there will be sponsored by the Straight Up Wrestling Show, and it will be booked by the Straight Up Wrestling Show. So come on out, guys. We already got the matches lined up. I'm not going to sit here and go through all the matches because, like I said, I don't have a card in front of me, but I do have some of the matches. And, hey, for the championship, James Self-Standard will be rolling against One Man Army. And this title is held up because Tony Lycan, the former champion, because of injury, had to give up the title. In the first match of the night, we will have the tag team titles on the line, and that will be between Monster Malcolm and Max Savage. We'll be taking on MOD, Rushi Miller, and his mystery partner in that match. Man, we will have the legend Jay Eagle will be in action. Don't even have to mention his name nowhere in the world. Most people have heard of Jay Eagle. He will be in action. I have my man, another legend, Cruiser Lewis, will be in action tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but June the 22nd, man. We got Shaggy Stone going to be in action. A lot of people is going to be there, man. Jay Stunner, a guy who's known all through the upstate in Western North Carolina. will be in action, guys. So, yeah, we're going to have a great card. We're going to have a great card, great night. Ike Watts, the man from Detroit, will be driving all the way from Detroit to Lawrence, South Carolina. And Ike Watts will be coming. Now, I'm not exactly sure. I kind of changed up the card a little bit. He was going to be taking on King OJ, but I don't know if I'm going to put him in there against King OJ. So, hey, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. So we should have a great night of wrestling, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys at the county, at Lawrence County Park, man, on State Park Road. Definitely, man, definitely. We should have a great night of wrestling at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Start time for the show. It's going to be great, guys. Come on, check us out. All right, nice roll up from Pop. Wow. Nice kick, man, right there in the chest area of Jay Lethal. Nice kick. Nice forearm elbow shot. Another one, man. Boom. Nice kick to the midsection from Pop. Another one. Wow, man. Boy, he's working over Jay Lethal. Whoa. Man. Whoa. Go, nice missile drop kick. Woo! Goodness sake, man. This match turning out to be pretty good. Got it at 2.5, between 2.5, 2.6 right now. Guys, they're getting it done. Turning out to be a pretty good rampage, guys. Good one, Jay. Good one. Like Jay Lethal was trying to go for that figure four leg lock. Oh, good one, Jay. Good one. Nice kick to the leg, man, right there. Wow. Way to go. Grabbing the wrong leg, Pop. Nice. Not bad at all. Guys. This might be a mistake here, and he's waiting too. Come on, Jay Lethal. Get up there and do what you got to do, man. What a recovery from Pac. Wow. He walked over there like his leg wasn't even hurt, guys. What in the world? Oh, snap. Goodness sake. Nailed the living daylights out of him with that. Nice, nice. Oh, heck no, man. Heck no. I had it at a 3.2, guys. So that's 3 stars, man. 3.2. 3.2. One thing I didn't like about the match, I didn't like the ending of the match. It was good. It was good action, but I did not like the way they ended the match. It just was not. I mean, Pac. No. But no, I'm not even going to get to that. Hey, Pac was taking. He took a lot of punishment there and pretty much was coming back. It just didn't seem that realistic. But hey, I'm not going to go there. To the naked eye, it's going to be real. But they was making this guy look like he's invincible or something. But yeah, I thought 3 stars for the match, guys. Mag want to give it. Jay Lethal went to the well too many times. 2.5 stars for Pac. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 stars right there, Mag. But I can respect that 2.5 stars. But I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It wasn't bad. And I'm gonna give Collision 3 stars for the night. It wasn't bad at all, man. It wasn't bad at all. Hey, I'm not gonna say I was super impressed, but I was kind of impressed a little bit for a AEW Rampage. Because Rampage, usually we don't get good Rampages, but this was a decent Rampage, man. So I'm going to go ahead and give it, for that match, I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 stars. I'm going to give it 3 stars overall. But was it better than the match that was before it? No, I do not think it was as good as that match. But yeah, I'm not talking about the Sagnum Singh match. I'm talking about the Rocky Romero match. Rocky Romero and the shooter guy, Shota Umino. That match was a little bit better, I think. This match was okay. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give 3 stars to that. 3 and 3 stars for the night, man. As far as Rampage go, I thought was pretty good. So, man, great night of wrestling. Not bad at all. 3 stars for SmackDown, 3 stars for SmackDown, 3 stars for Rampage. So, yeah. Let me see what's going on with this basketball game, guys. Let me see what I got here. All right, Mag says Rampage was pretty good this evening. I can give it 3 stars, Brother Harry. All right, I hear you, Mag. I'm with you on that, man. Definitely with you on that. All right, let me see what's going on this basketball game, man. Why in the world should I anyway? This thing is over with. Wow, 122 to 84. That don't make no kind of sense right there, guys. 122 to 84. As far as that right there goes, as far as that basketball game tonight, man, that was just that's an outrageous score. It really is. It really is. All right, man. So tomorrow we have AEW. I mean, not AEW. We have WWE Clash at the Castle. So Clash at the Castle, it will be coming on at a different time tomorrow. But hey, we'll see what plays out. We definitely will see what plays out tomorrow, and man, and then we'll have to see where WWE goes from there when it boils down to it. I know Cody Rhodes is not going to lose. I know he's not. And when it boils down to it, a lot of the stuff we have seen seems like. Let me see if I can bring up that card, man. I want to bring up that card and talk about that just a little bit before I get off. I'm just going to stay on I'm going to stay on a little while longer here. Let me see if I can bring that card up, man. Okay. All right, it says Drew McIntyre looks to win gold in his home country against Damian Priest. All right, let me see if I can get this whole card, man. I'm on WWE's page. All right, we got WWE Clash of the Champion Women's Tag Team, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire and Isa Dawn. Dawn versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. I would love to see Zoe Starks and Shayna make a great showing at this Clash of the Champions. But I see Alba Fire and Isa Dawn pretty much. I think pretty much they're gonna rock tonight. Hey, they're in their home country, so these women pretty much gonna carry the night. But man, I see Bianca and Jade retaining here, man. No ins, ands, or buts about that. They are not going to lose those titles, especially to Isa Dawn and Alba Fire. If they do, then we will see a feud developing between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. If they do that, I think it'll be a little too early. I wouldn't put it past Triple H. I wouldn't put it past them. But I hope they don't do that. I definitely hope they don't do that. That'll be a little too early to do it. But I wouldn't be shocked at all, guys. And I wouldn't be shocked to see Isa Dawn and Alba Fire leave that ring with that. But if they do, then I believe whoever's behind the scenes are in, those people are in Triple H's ear. I really believe that, because there's no way in the world that should happen. All right, the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn, he will battle Chad Gable in a highly anticipated rematch. Chad Gable should win this thing, man. Chad Gable should win this thing, but I think Sami Zayn will prevail, and I think Chad Gable may have some turncoats on him. I think Otis or somebody probably going to turn on him tomorrow. So we'll see how that plays out. But Chad Gable should win the title, but I think Sami Zayn will retain. All right, Cody Rhodes looks to make AJ Styles say, I quit. I think Cody Rhodes will make him say, I quit. AJ Styles not winning that title. And yes, I heard he's undefeated in those I quit matches, but he's gonna submit to Cody Rhodes, no doubt about that. Okay. Gunther versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship match. What? Wait a minute. That's an old match that they're talking about. All right, Drew McIntyre. Okay, remembers this WWE release and ICW career clash at the castle. Okay. All right, the Drew McIntyre match versus Damian Priest. Drew McIntyre should win, but for some reason I can feel that Damian Priest will retain, but I'm thinking Drew's going to win. He's in his home country, and even if CM Punk intervenes, I don't think he's going to stop Drew from winning. I'm thinking Drew's going to win it because they're in their home country. If Isa Dawn and Alba Fire don't win, they're going to put the title on Drew. But if they win, Drew's not going to get it because they're going to make somebody happy. They're going to make that crowd happy by putting the title on one of their country people, one of their countrymen or country women or what. They're gonna make the crowd happy. I believe that 100%. So we'll see how everything turns out with that. All right, man. Let me check out a couple other things here. What? My aunt just posted Greenwood, South Carolina School District bans 50 banned cell phones during school hours. Well, you can't blame them when it boils down to it. Wow. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming in, man, but I'm going to rock off. I'm going to rock on. I'm going to get on off tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow, man. I'm making some decisions on what I'm going to do, how I'm going to proceed tomorrow, and look out for notifications from the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And hey, look for me tomorrow, man. All right, my man Mag says, great show. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Harry, and Straight Up Wrestling Universe. You too, Mag. You too. And everybody else that came in rocking with us tonight. 20th Charity Kind Master and CSX fan. Let's see, who else we had here late? Man, Wesley Flasky come through. Man, Alma Clark stayed in with us for a while there. Christian Adams was in here for a while there with us. Kenneth Paul come through. Tonight, James L. come through. But yeah, I appreciate everybody, man, coming through. Scott Pierce was in here, rocking with the Straight Wrestling Show. My general manager over there at CMW, with CMW, Carolina Main Event Wrestling, was in the house. But guys, we will see you a little bit later. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Stay straight up. Peace. Oh, guys, I thought I had already ended this thing. All right, guys, have a great night. Appreciate you coming in, rocking with the Straight Wrestling Show. Stay straight up. Peace.